Hello, this is Sherline of Kathanika. The story I have for you today is about a tortoise. Not just any ordinary tortoise. This is about a tortoise who just could not stop talking. So here it is. Once upon a time, there lived a tortoise called Manubhai tortoise. Unlike other tortoises who are slow and quiet and silent, Manubhai tortoise was an exception. Manubhai tortoise was full of curiosity. If there was anything happening anywhere, Manubhai tortoise just had to know it. What happened? What happened? Oh, acha, was Manubhai tortoise's favorite phrase. And the questions Manubhai tortoise would come up with were aplenty. But how? When? Who? Really? But why? And the list would go on and on and on. Many of the other animals believed that Manubhai tortoise was so out of character of a tortoise, he was probably a cat caught in a tortoise's body. Manubhai tortoise lived on the edge of a large and busy pond, a perfect place for a curious tortoise like him. The pond had a large number of residents and plenty of visitors as well. Manubhai tortoise would wake up each morning and journey round the pond looking for food and catching up on the happenings around him. One morning, Manubhai tortoise woke up. He stretched his neck and gave a yawn. Yum. What a lovely day it is. I wonder what is happening around, murmured Manubhai tortoise, and began his journey around the pond. He came across Sarang squirrel, who was eating a wild almond. Morning, Sarang squirrel, greeted Manubhai tortoise. Sarang squirrel nodded and hopped away. Potlu the frog was sitting on a log with his eyes closed in meditation. Manubhai tortoise smiled. Hey Potlu, see, there's a fly. Catch it, quick, called out Manubhai tortoise. Potlu frog opened his eyes and looked left and right. Kya, Manubhai tortoise? Why did you fool me? Said Potlu disappointed. Manubhai tortoise ignored the question and asked, Potlu frog, I wonder why squirrels eat nuts. They are so difficult to bite. Fruits are much easier on the gums. Squirrels should be eating soft fruits only if you ask me. But why are nuts hard and fruits soft? Potlu the frog quickly closed his eyes. He did not want to begin talking to Manubhai tortoise because he knew Manubhai tortoise's talking would never come to an end. Seeing Potlu frog close his eyes, Manubhai tortoise moved on. It's okay, Potlu frog, called Manubhai tortoise. You continue. I will be back to talk to you after some time. That Morarji Maina has been calling me to his home. I will go and visit him. Manubhai tortoise moved on and found himself walking by another section of the pond. As he walked, he saw that there were plenty of visitors at the pond that day. Visitors made Manubhai tortoise very happy. He could ask them lots and lots of questions. The visitors, not knowing the nature of Manubhai tortoise, would innocently and patiently answer him and end up talking to him for hours. A flock of storks had descended in and around the pond. Manubhai tortoise carefully observed the newcomers, looking to see who might be interested in talking to him. Not very far from where Manubhai tortoise was perched stood two storks. Manubhai tortoise took his time to study them both. The birds were slim. They had white coats with black trims and black tail, a long neck, long beak, and really long legs. Both birds seemed to be friends, for they were going about looking for food together. Manubhai tortoise decided they seemed like they might entertain him. So Manubhai tortoise slowly made his way up a high rock. He sat down there waiting and watching as the two birds got closer. When they were close enough, Manubhai tortoise called out, Oi! Oi! The birds looked up startled. Here, on this rock, It's me, Mannu Bhai Tortoise. What are your names? The birds came close to Mannu Bhai Tortoise. Hello, said one of the birds. I am Lambu Stalk and this is Bamboo Stalk. Hello, said Mannu Bhai Tortoise politely. Welcome, welcome my friends to our pond. You are new here, no? Yes, replied Bamboo Stalk. Visitors or you've come to stay? Visitors, replied Lambu Stalk. Oh, acha, said Mannu Bhai Tortoise. Where are you from? Kerala, replied Bamboo Stalk. Oh, that sounds like a nice place. Then the questions began. What is it like in Kerala? Do they have trees there? What? Tall trees with hard green fruit. How marvelous. What does it taste like? Water. How does water get into the fruit? Are there any ponds? What about fishes? Are they the same as here? Same to same, you mean? Really? You have been flying day and night? How many of you are there? Seriously? You have been flying and flying and flying? What about if you need to pee? And the questions went on and on. Lambu Stalk and Bamboo Stalk very patiently replied to every question. They were getting terribly tired of Mannu Bhai Tortoise. But Mannu Bhai Tortoise didn't seem to notice at all. He kept on with his questions. So where are you all going to? Banaras, replied a tired Lambu Stalk. Ah, have you been there before? What is the place like? Is there a pond? Are there any tortoises? Are there trees in Banaras? Does it have a king? A real king who lives in a palace and everything? Say, why don't you come with us if you are so curious? Answered Bamboo Stalk irritated, hoping to shut the talkative tortoise. I would love that, but tortoises can't fly, na? Said Mannu Bhai Tortoise sadly. So what? Don't worry, I have it all figured, offered Lambu Stalk. See, I shall find a nice sturdy stick, okay? Then me and Bamboo Stalk will hold the stick in our mouth and you can grip the stick with your mouth in between. Me and Bamboo Stalk, we will ferry you with us to Banaras, explained Lambu Stalk, ready to do anything to keep Mannu Bhai Tortoise quiet. That's a brilliant idea. Thank you so much for offering to take me, said Mannu Bhai Tortoise, thrilled. Wow, can you believe it? Mannu Bhai Tortoise is going to Banaras by air. Wowee! Whoopee! Now I must go pack and get ready. What time do we leave? Asked Mannu Bhai Tortoise. Tomorrow at dawn, replied Bamboo Stalk, amused at the tortoise's excitement. Mannu Bhai Tortoise hurriedly got off the rock. I will meet you here, then, by the same rock, he called as he rushed to his home. Mannu Bhai Tortoise reached his home. He pulled out a trunk and began packing. He packed a t-shirt, 3 shorts, 2 underpants, 2 vests, a pair of socks, his favorite bedsheet and a packet of biscuits. The next day, early in the morning, Mannu Bhai Tortoise locked his house and began walking towards the rock with his trunk. He was quite a sight. Mannu Bhai Tortoise had on a sweater, a monkey cap, goggles and a water bottle hanging around his neck. He saw Potlu the frog staring at him with his mouth open. Bye-bye, Potlu frog. I'm going to Banaras. By air, said Mannu Bhai Tortoise proudly. Morarji Maina almost fell off her branch when she saw Mannu Bhai Tortoise lugging the trunk that rattled badly behind him. Take care, Morarji Maina. I will get you some sweets from Banaras, okay? Promised Mannu Bhai Tortoise. Finally, Mannu Bhai Tortoise reached the rock, panting by noon, to see the surroundings deserted and just Lambu Stalk and Bamboo Stalk there. Where is everyone? Asked Mannu Bhai Tortoise astonished. Where have you been? Interrupted Bamboo Stalk. You were supposed to be here at dawn. It is noon now. Our flock has already left. And what is all this? Asked Lambu Stalk looking at the trunk. This is my trunk with the things I need, said Mannu Bhai Tortoise. Trunk, echoed Bamboo Stalk. How are you going to carry a trunk? He lifted the trunk and found it heavy. No way we are going to carry that trunk, he said. Nope, you better leave it here. Take whatever you need on your person. We will not carry any extra luggage. Oh, in that case, I better only take this, said Mannu Bhai Tortoise, and he put on his extra underpants over his shorts. He tucked the biscuit packet into his backpack shell and tied his favorite bedsheet around his shoulder. Okay, I'm ready. Now remember, Manu Bhai Tortoise, whatever happens, do not open your mouth until we reach Banaras. You know, if you open your mouth, you will fall to the ground below. Of course, I will not. Pakka, promised Mannu Bhai Tortoise. Bamboo Stalk and Lambu Stalk picked the stout stick they had found and placed it in their beaks. Munna Bhai Tortoise opened his mouth and took a firm hold of the stick. Lambu Stalk and Bamboo Stalk stretched their wings, took a run up, and began to flap their wings. Mannu Bhai Tortoise waved at his friends with his hands. Up, up, up into the sky rose Lambu Stalk and Bamboo Stalk, with a very funny looking Mannu Bhai Tortoise dangling in the center, his bedsheet flapping behind him. Ooh, it's lovely. Good thing I have my goggles on, thought Mannu Bhai Tortoise, enjoying his very first air journey, as the cool breeze brushed against his face. Mannu Bhai Tortoise was excited at first, taking in the changing landscape. He looked from the side of his eyes happily as he rose above treetops and into the clouds. After the first 1 hour, though, he began to get bored. He could only see sky and white clouds on either side. Cloud, sky, some more clouds, some more sky. Mannu Bhai Tortoise got bored. He longed to tell Lambu Stalk and Bamboo Stalk about how bored he was. But a stern look from Bamboo Stalk made him put away the thought. Mannu Bhai Tortoise had a lot of questions he wanted to ask. Where are we? How far up are we? How long will it take to reach? Will we stop for a break anytime soon? Are we there yet? But he kept quiet, knowing that if he opened his mouth, he would fall off. Another hour passed by, and another, and another. Mannu Bhai Tortoise was getting restless. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Mannu Bhai Tortoise kept asking the stalks in his mind over and over again. Then, in a thoughtless moment, Mannu Bhai Tortoise opened his mouth. And "Aar" was all Lambu Stalk and Bamboo Stalk heard as Mannu Bhai Tortoise went down. Swish, swoosh, swish, swish. Down, down, down fell Mannu Bhai Tortoise. Swish, swoosh, swish. He passed by clouds. He passed by an aeroplane full of shocked passengers. He passed by treetops. Swoosh, swish, swoosh. Mannu Bhai Tortoise began saying his prayers. He knew he may not make it. Mannu Bhai Tortoise closed his eyes tight and waited for the impact. Swish, 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 swish. Splash! Mannu Bhai Tortoise landed with a loud splash, fortunately in a pond. Mannu Bhai Tortoise realized he was very, very lucky to be alive, and that opening his mouth was not a good idea at all. And that is what happened to one very curious tortoise who just could not stop talking. I hope you enjoyed the story. Don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends. Bye-bye.